potentially historic and dangerous winter storm taking aim at dozens of states and millions of Americans across the country this weekend. Right now, some folks are waking up to wind chills. Get this, ranging from -40 to -20 degrees in the Midwest. Those temperatures are going to last all weekend, my friends. From Texas to the Carolinas, the South is preparing for freezing rain that could bring widespread power outages. And parts of the Northeast could see a foot of snow by the end of this weekend. Meteorologist Max Paris will have your updated forecast here in just a moment. But first, Alicia Nieves is live for us at Newark Liberty International Airport. Alicia, several states have already declared emergencies over this. Airlines have already started to cancel their flights, too.
Yeah, this is a coast-to-coast ripple storm, really going to affect so many people, and it has this southern ice core. This is a storm that is not common, but when it happens, and it has happened in the past, it has proven to be deadly, which just makes it, more important for people to pay attention if this storm is in their path. And we're talking about 150 million Americans could get some version of this storm, a combination of snow, freezing rain, sleet, and certainly these dangerously cold temperatures. The most dangerous part, according to the National Weather Service, really going to be the ice. A lot of people are going to be dealing with that, and that is because that is what takes down trees, power lines, turns roads almost completely undrivable. And forecasters have been flagging a particular corridor around the country where ice could get around a ½ an inch or more, which is the kind of threshold that really can trigger long-duration power outages and certainly chaos on the roadway. That corridor most likely to be around the Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, kind of a coast-to-coast region, with impacts felt even from Oklahoma to Washington, D.C., and then certainly here in the Northeast. We're not going to get out scot-free. If you're in that ice belt, the practical play really is to just be extra careful. If you don't have to go out and go and about, don't do that. This is a dangerous storm that we haven't seen in quite some time, Markie.
Yeah, this is not a storm to mess around with, Alicia. What about those who have or had plans to travel? How should they be preparing this morning?
Markie, it's interesting because we're at Newark Liberty International Airport quite a bit, and this is kind of the busiest morning I've seen in a while, which is probably because people are rebooking their flights, trying to get ahead of this storm, and that's what a lot of airliners are saying you should do right now. We've noticed some airliners already canceling flights, Delta being one of them, canceling flights in 5 states where this storm is going to be the worst, trying to get ahead of the anticipated cancellations. We've heard as much as 15,000 flights could be canceled over the course of the next couple of days here. So airliners are saying, listen, don't wait until you get to the gate to get stuck. They're offering flexible rebooking waivers. And again, telling people if you can get out early or change your plans, this is probably going to be the best bet for you. Check your airline app this morning or ahead of any planned travel. And see if your flight is moving or has already been canceled and try and rebook it. Listen, Markie, if your flight is not even in the path of the storm, you have to remember that there's a ripple effect when it comes to these airliners, right? If your plane that you were going to get booked on is coming from an area that was in the path of the storm or is in the path of the storm, you still have the potential to be delayed or canceled. So everyone really around the country, if you have any plans of flying and you're going to stick to those plans, really start looking now on, maybe potentially postponing it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.